And ladies and gentlemen, we are here at Daytona National Speedway for race number 1 of the Dr. Pepper Xfinity Series, and this is kind of the dessert per se for the Dr. Pepper Cup Series that you saw a couple days or so ago from the Daytona 500, which was a great show. And in fact, with me today, I'm James Qualls, and with me today is the man who runs the Cup Series, Kyle Matthews.
Hello everybody, glad to be here. As James said, the Dr. Pepper Cup Series was a great race, and I expect nothing more than a great race here today for the Xfinity cars.
Exactly, and of course the manufacturer's breakdown: 13 Chevrolets, 9 Fords, 8 Oldsmobiles, 7 Buicks, and 4 Pontiacs in the field. And one of those 7 Buicks is on the pole for today's event, Luke Walker, at just under 170 miles an hour. He has the pole for today's event. Don't let the speed fool you, it'll be a lot faster in the draft. Leia Walker will start alongside a teammate of Luke's, and hopefully for them they'll look for a good day today. Starting outside of the front row will be, or starting at inside row 2 will be Marty Johnson, car number 20, the Finalube Chevrolet, and beside him, then the Ford Thunderbird will be Kat Tellier. She is a newcomer in the series, and she starts in the 4th spot. Super Shears, Dougie Shears, has the inside of row number 3, the number 59 Alliance Truck Parts Oldsmobile, and then alongside of him will be the number 99 Luxair Chevrolet. Thrash Maniac Racing's Levi McIntyre. He'll start alongside. Then it's Dylan Hughes, a return into my series here. Remember him from back in season 1 of the Cashless GTX Cup Series? Well, he's back. The 32 Nestle Crunch Pontiac. He starts inside row number 4, and beside him, Dylan Thoreau, and the number 46 Polaroid Chevrolet. Then it's Johnny Gardner, the number 44 Penrose Oldsmobile, has the inside row number 5, and beside him in the number 6 Rose's Buick, it's Kalish Smith. I think I pronounced that name right. He'll be on the inside of row number, outside of row number 5, and the number 6 Rose's Buick. And one of the few unsponsored cars in the field, it's Madeline Beasley with the number 08 car. The paint car starts inside of row number 6. And Zach Flickinger, the number 21 Cheerwine Ford, he'll start alongside. Dylan Young, the number 2 DuPont Chevrolet. Yep, I said number 2, not 24. He'll start inside row number 7, and beside him, the Gwaltney and the Gwaltney Bacon Buick will be Nathan Hudson. He'll start alongside. And then the next row down will be Tony Green, the number 43 French's Mustard Pontiac. And beside him in the Budweiser Ford number 11 for Chase Elliott Racing, it's Jessica Shelton. She'll start alongside looking for her first Daytona win. Here's the command.
Drivers, start your engines.
Command's been given the fire the engines. Command's been given the fire the engines. And one thing you will notice here, a different sound out of these cars as opposed to the V8s, the booming V8s you heard in Kyle's series. You'll be hearing cars that'll sound like a swarm of mad bumblebees here at Daytona.
Oh, I love the sound of those.
Oh, yeah.
Thought about bringing us to the Cup Series this season, but decided, it might be best to wait a season or 2.
Exactly. V6 Cup cars, that'd be pretty interesting. But as we said, the pole speed here is just under 170 miles an hour, 169.88 to be exact. But these cars have been clocked at over 185 to 187 miles an hour in the draft with that kind of pole speed. So, with that said, the pace car ducks on the pit road. Luke Walker will bring him down. Green flag waves, and the Goody 300 is underway. And boogity, 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 let's go racing, boys and girls.
We saw a very competitive race in the Cup Series. A lot of lead changes. In fact, we had like a lead change on every single lap. See what we get here in this one.
Out in front is Luke Walker as those V6s come up to life. Leia Walker goes into 2nd position. Marty Johnson now up to 3rd. The battle for 4th going on. Dougie Shears and Kat Tellier. And here's the battle for the lead. Leia Walker wasting no time. As the field screams into the 3rd turn now, Leia Walker alongside Luke Walker. Here, Oldsmobile on the inside, Buick on the outside. Dougie Shears now going in the 3rd, trying for 2nd now. on Luke Walker.
They're already 3 wide about. It's like maybe the 10th position on back here.
And Dougie Shears from about third or fourth starting spot will lead the first lap. But here comes Dylan Hughes in 32. And he'll take second away. And look, and where did Johnny Gardner come from? He started like, what, 9th?
He's already up into the 3rd position. Now he's looking to the inside for the 2nd spot. Might go 3 wide for the lead here.
And indeed we will. Johnny Gardner, car 44. He's looking a little racy here. You remember he won the very first Castrol GTX Cup Series event. Driving for a car back when I allowed a Danica Patrick car in my series. Now I don't anymore.
He's a former champion of the Castrol GTX Cup Series as well, so a lot of experience with these kind of cars.
As well as in the rest of the series as well. And Dylan Young will try to leave for second lap. Whoa, that was close.
I think Dylan got it. Yes, he did.
No, he didn't. Johnny Gardner got the lap. And there you saw the last lap of Dylan Young, almost 188 miles an hour on that lap. John Arndt now goes into second place, and here comes Jeffrey Fenguy, number 92, going into 3rd spot. And now you're on board Jeffrey Fenguy's car.
It's going to go to the front here. Oh, I don't know who led that.
Joshua Balkowitz in 55. He'll lead the... no, he didn't. John Arndt led the lap in number 1. Darn pace car. Fans really getting into it here at Daytona. Linda Ogvito in number 9 will go to number 1 spot now. Number 9, FDP Brakes Chevrolet. And here comes William Brock going inside the Pennzoil Pontiac, now going to the number 1 spot now, and he's going to bring Dalton Day with him in 25.
Three-wide action all around this place. Didn't see a whole lot of that in the Cup race yesterday, mainly a double file race, so a little bit of a different rules package here.
Exactly. And these cars do get a weight break with the V6 engines in this. We go 3 wide now, number 40. That is Jonathan Zorlin. He'll bring Zach Rogers with him in number 3 in the Dale Earnhardt colors.
Zach Rogers qualified way in the back. He's already near the front right now, going for the race lead, so it just goes to show you what the draft can do for you here.
And for Stephanie Gardner, number 4, she'll bring the Ernie Irvan special to the number 1 spot now. Poetry in motion at over 188 miles an hour here at Daytona.
Another car that's made its way to the front is the 28 of Keith Patson on the inside, the second car on the inside row there, right behind Joshua Osborne.
And Osborne got credit for leading that lap, and look at that, 189 miles an hour now out of these V6 cars. And now Batson will go to the lead, bringing the 51 of JT Bryant with him. Bryant in that gold and black course extra gold car, but he won't have the lead for long because here comes 23, Henry Sanford. That is Charles Sanford's brother. Go to number 1 spot, and here's a man who ran real good in the Cup Series, Seth Cole for NRSL Motorsports.
Certainly did. Looking to continue that momentum from that good run yesterday to this one right here. Got the Ken Schrader colors running good right now.
And so is the Ed Fair Buick of Blaine Sexton. He'll go to the number 2 spot, getting past Seth Gold. Now goes inside another Buick. That's Henry Sanford, and he's got the 17 car of Robbie Bogues right behind him in the Darrell Waltrip colors. Just an explosive start here after 6 laps of competition and 14 laps to go here at Daytona. Plenty of racing left. Don't pencil in your winner yet. Maybe a different story by the time we get to Rockingham for the next stop on the tour. Austin LaPlante, car 24, unsponsored, but you wouldn't know it though. That car's got some fine engine under the hood. It's still take the lead now, and kind of weird seeing the 24 car as a Ford, though.
24 car unsponsored and a Ford. It's a good way to try to attract some sponsorship with a good run here at Daytona. Got a couple of unsponsored cars out here.
Several of them here in the Xfinity Series. Is now Benjamin Miles, one of the NRSL veterans. We know how he can win some races here. He's done so plenty of times in Snickers Cup and other series. And here comes 21. That is, oh gosh, Zach Flickinger. He'll take the lead away, and he brings Nick Pericles in 31 behind him. And look who's come to dinner in that Budweiser car, Jessica Shelton.
Just about ready to mention that right there. Jessica Shelton never won at Daytona. Would love to do that today. It's hard to believe there's some things that she hasn't accomplished in her 2003.
Plenty of championships, including the Ultimate, the Season 10 Snickers Cup Championship.
She was also the first multiple-time champion over in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. In fact, she won those in back-to-back seasons.
Yeah, indeed she did. Here, Nick Pericles taking the lead. Here comes Levi McIntyre going to the #1 spot, but only briefly, because here comes Dylan Thoreau, and he'll take the lead.
Levi's a former Daytona 500 winner over in the NRSL Snickers Cup Series, so he knows how to get around these super speedways.
And he has a Castrol GTX Cup Series win, too, at Homestead in season, I think, 11, or so, but Dougie Shears now going to the #1 spot, or trying to now, as he brings the tries to bring the 87 car, Jarrett Holmes. But here comes Johnny Gardner making a go at it another time, bringing Luke Walker with him, the pole sitter for the event. Almost
Gardner going to the inside, wants to lead once again here. I don't know if anybody's led multiple laps here today. Gardner trying to be the first to do it. I believe he led a lap earlier.
I think so too, and Jeffrey Finguy's going to try to keep him from doing so in the 92, along with Kat Tellier in 38. There she is. Dylan Hughes in the 32 car making his return to NR 2003 for the first time in a long time. And I think Finguy got the lap. I think, yes, he did. Halfway home, 10 laps down, and 10 laps to go.
Dylan Young making his way back up there in the 2 car. We saw him up front earlier.
And it's going to bring the one. Go on.
President of the NRSL.
And wants to make this series proud. And Kat Tellier, she went to the inside, and Young does too. And he'll make it 3 wide for the lead, bringing John Arndt in the 1 car with him. Some names we haven't mentioned here. There's Joshua Osborne. He almost led a lap at one point in the event. Grayson Ogvito in a 7 car, driving the Harry Gant colors. Another Buick in the field. Making his way up to the field.
I'm sorry.
Making his way up to the field now. Peyton Beasley. There you see him in the 15 car, or there he is. 15 Exxon car. Driving for Ken Schrader this season.
Reverse of what you saw in Days of Thunder right there at the 51 Exxon Chevrolet.
It is. It's a 91 Lumina he's driving, and there you see Dalton Day, Hard Luck Day himself, though, as he's known in the Castrol GTX Cup Series, gets close so many times but cannot seem to win a race. At least he hasn't in a long time.
And it's hard to believe right there. A lot of success in the Castrol GTX Cup Series, has not won a race in a while.
Not since season 12, I believe. You have to trace it all the way back to. But he's got the 40 car, Jonathan Zorlin, right behind him. And there's Zach Rogers making a go at it again. But here comes Dalton Day going for the lead right now on Peyton Beasley and Henry Sanford. And Zach Rogers getting shut up high now by Linda Ogvito in the number 9 car. Nice paint scheme on that teal and paint car.
Yes, it is. As we've seen, it's easy to get to the front, but it's hard to stay there.
What are you running, a V8 car or a V6 car? It's kind of hard to do here at Daytona. William Brock going for the lead, 3 wide. That's the third pace car field we've had today. Blaine Sexton now going inside. Here comes Tony Green, the number 43 car. We know he can win at Daytona. He won the 500 in season 14.
It's an interesting pace game. Looks like a select sponsorship.
Yeah, French is on one side and Black Flag Insect Repellent on the other side. So weird scheme. I don't think you want to try the same thing at try to eat those in the same thing.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Neither would. And another new face up front now, Kev Shearer driving for Charlie Henderson on a 75. He'll take the lead.
Oh, I thought they were going to go 4 wide right there. That wouldn't have been good there.
No, it wouldn't. Not at Daytona, but get down to the final 5 laps as any man or woman for themselves. Kev Shearer takes the lead now, and here comes Kayla Smith in the number 6 car driving for Tommy Houston. She'll make the inside lane. And here comes Boom Confetti himself, Cody Lamas, car 72.
Lamas, of course, a big Jimmy Johnson fan. That's where the reference comes from.
Yep. And he's going to boom his way up to the lead, or try to. He will not lead that lap, but he'll take it. But he'll take it going into turn number 1 for sure. Or I said too soon. Here comes 17, Robbie Bogues to the lead. He's going to bring Austin LaPlante with him in 24. Three wide, about what, 10, 12 rows deep?
Looks like every row is 3 wide at this point. So Nathan Hudson makes a 3 wide for the race lead on the bottom.
And bringing the 87 car, Jared Holmes with him, driving for Joe Nemechek this season. Keith Batson up there, Nick Pericles, they're all getting into it. Coming down for 4 laps to go.
4 laps to go, and it's anybody's race now. Like the winner might not even be in the picture right now, the way the draft works here.
Exactly. One driver can lead 1 lap, can be back to about 15th the next. Keith Batson, a diehard Ford campaigner, taking his 28 car to the lead. But Nathan Hudson tucked inside now. Here comes Nick Pericles trying to take second spot away, but here comes Johnny Gardner once again.
Johnny Gardner is a strong car. You can go from the back to the front yet again. This is, I believe, the 3rd time we've seen him up front.
And he's bringing the 14 car, Benjamin Miles, with him. And as we said, Benjamin knows how to win these races in a CRA competition. Three laps to go. Benjamin Miles for the lead, and he's going to bring JT Bryant with him in the 51. And Luke Walker, the pole sitter, here he is in the number 5 Innkeeper Buick. Leia Walker is there. Dylan Thoreau in the 46 car.
Only coming to 2 to go this time.
It'll be 2 to go. Luke Walker going to try to make it 3 wide. Two laps to go here at Daytona. Luke Walker led the lap. Here comes Leia Walker, number 00, another unsponsored car going to the front in the Oldsmobile. Dougie Shears is up there trying to make its way, and look who's there in that 3rd spot. Shelton gonna try for the lead. And she's gonna bring Jeffrey Finguy with her in the 60 cars up there. That is Mike Becker. We haven't seen him all day up front, and here he is going for the win. White flag waving, 1 more lap remaining. Let the shuffle begin here at Daytona.
Becker to the inside, got the 30.
Mike Becker trying to make that track as wide as he can to try to hold them all off. He knows
He's in a very successful paint scheme in terms of the NASCAR Busch Series. Mark Martin, a lot of success in that car. In fact, he was the all-time winningest driver.
But the only thing he's not won is Daytona, though. Martin, at least. But here comes Becker out of turn number 4. Here comes 38. Cat Tellier to the inside. There's coming to start-finish line. It is Becker winning it. Mike Becker holds off a hard-charging Cat Tellier to win the Goodies 300 here at Daytona. What racing here with these V6 Xfinity cars.
A clean weekend. Both races go caution-free.
Well, I tell you what, like I said, Rockingham may be a different story possibly, but Mike Becker, the number 60 Winn-Dixie Ford, started way back in the back and takes the win using Roush horsepower to do so.
Led only one lap of the race, but it was time to count it.
You bet. Mike Becker wins the race here today. Cat Tellier comes home second. Good race today for the Batson team, number 38. Dylan Hughes finishes third. John Arndt fourth. Jessica Shelton doesn't fall off very bad, though. Finishes fifth. A good run for her. Grayson Acvito finishes in sixth position. Dylan Young seventh. Joshua Osborne eighth. Jeffrey Finguy will finish ninth. And Levi McIntyre will finish in 10th. And then you got Dougie Shears up there in 11th position. Marty Johnson finishing 12th. Leah Walker, JT Bryant, Dalton Day, Luke Walker, Dylan Thoreau, Jonathan Zorland, Benjamin Miles, and Henry Sanford rounding out the top 20 in today's event. But as we look at the rest of the field, as she said, though, clean racing all weekend at Daytona with these. Go on.
I was about to say some big names here at the bottom. Here you got Austin LaPlante coming in 41st, Seth Cole 35th, Stephanie Gardner 40th, Keith Batson 25th, Zach Rogers 33rd, so Nathan Hudson 36th. So not a good start for those guys. But
sometimes we've seen, though, in the any series, though, these big names, they can make their way back to the front somehow in some way.
Absolutely. So, long season to go here.
Exactly, and they'll be heading to Rockingham for the next stop in the tour. And congratulations again to our race winner, Mike Becker, his first ever Daytona victory. And we will see you at Rockingham, the next stop in the tour. For Kyle Matthews, this is James Qualls, and we'll see you on the flip side here.